two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 5-6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. On first down, Levis. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, it's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Levis back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Levis to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Levis now on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Third and short, it's Levis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Levis. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now Prescott.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gallup goes in motion.
Throwing, Prescott.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Prescott to throw it.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
He's got his man to the comebacker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And Levis going back to the air. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cooks motions to the left.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Little bootleg here, Levis. He's going to have the first down and then some.
As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Lamb in motion left.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Left side to Lamb. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Prescott on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a dump off here complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Here's Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Levis to throw it. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Levis on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13.
16, Giants 13.
Gano now.